ladies and gentlemen, start your engines. Welcome to Back to the 50s at the Minnesota State Fairgrounds. And it's a motorhead's dream come true. You're about to feast your eyes on over 6,000 of the most chopped up, jazzed up, souped up, road-eating machines in the country. As one satisfied customer put it,
customs, hot rods, street rods. In that order.
We sent our camera crews and announcers out to capture all the action. So sit back, shift it into first, and let's go cruising.
John Retton, Muscle Car Magazine. Your name?
Janelle, John.
And your wife's?
Mary Lou.
What kind of a car do you have here?
It's a 56 Mercury.
And what color is this?
Porsche red.
Porsche red, huh?
Yeah.
My name is John Retton, Muscle Car Magazine. Can you tell me a little bit about your car?
1917 Dodge with a 1940 engine. Ford
flathead, right?
Yeah, 36 Ford transmission. It's
rare.
Yeah, it's been together a long time too. So
like maybe built in the 60s or 50s,
yeah.
Or
it was built in the like the mid 60s. My dad helped.
Oh, great! I'm sure you'll never see another one like it.
I haven't yet.
Besides the rain and the cool weather and not really being able to enjoy a convertible, it's still been a good weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Can't beat back in the 50s, can you?
That's right.
Great.
This is what it's all about.
What did you think of this weekend show?
It was fun. I usually come down here. I don't know that I've missed it in the last 5-6 years.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But despite the rain, this was a good show.
Oh, I was surprised how many cars showed up. You know, there's must have been close to 6,000, and they're everything you'd ever want to see. You know.
Everything's here, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, sometimes you wonder if there's you look at some of this, you wonder if there's no accounting for taste. But then you say if everybody did it the same, this wouldn't be any fun.
That's right. Everybody's got their own idea what a hot rod, street rod, custom, stock, antique, classic.
Anything should look like.
That's right.
Yeah.
Nobody
It's
has
fun.
the right script on how to build a car.
No, and it's kind of fun to chit-chat with them to see exactly what they did. When you have one of these, you look more at the details. You know, what little thing did they do, and how did they do that, and where did they find it?
Yeah.
'Cause you spend a lot of time in junkyards or whatever trying to make something work.
Yeah, that's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well-
I like that detail stuff. It drives other people nuts, but it's fun.
He's right. It takes more than a hot paint job to catch the discerning eye of the car enthusiast. So we selected a few of the choicest cars here to give you a closer look. Check out this 1937 Ford Cabriolet. Here's a classic 1960 Vet. Gary Thielen modified his 63 Vet. This 62 Chevy Impala Sport Coupe sports a 327 engine. Here's a crowd pleaser, a 1937 Chevy Coupe. Here's a 1939 Chevy sedan. For you El Camino fans, a 1960 Chevrolet El Camino. This Chevy pickup dates back to 1947. Here's one for the whole family, a 65 Chevelle two-door station wagon. Another Vet, anyone? Try 1961. This Ford Model T truck came off the assembly line in 1923. Let's go cruising in this 1946 Ford Ragtop. Check out the molded fenders on this 1941 Buick convertible. 1933 was a great year for Plymouth. John Stimac from Wisconsin looks cool in his 1933 Ford Cabriolet. And Ken Bradshaw wouldn't be caught dead in anything but his 1940 Ford two-door. But our Back to the 50s celebration features more than the hottest cars from around the country. We also enjoyed some music, danced up a storm, and checked out dozens of exhibits.
Hi, this is Bob Getz with Muscle Cars Plus Video Magazine. We're down here at the 1993 MSRA Back to the 50s weekend at the Minnesota State Fairgrounds. I'm here with Lloyd from the Motorsports Gallery, and I happen to notice some of the beautiful artwork you have here in your booth, Lloyd. Can you tell us a little bit about it, and how can people get a hold of you to get a hold of some of this?
Well, they can get a hold of me by calling 712-239-1466 in Sioux City, Iowa. And we have artwork from Kenny Youngblood, for instance, James E. Basuki, another Youngblood print, Bob McCoy stuff, Jim Fennell, Dan McCrary, several other artists.
Okay, well, it's been nice visiting with you, Lloyd, and remember, if you want the best automotive prints available, give Lloyd a call at the Motorsports Gallery. He'll get you all fixed up. Standing with Bill Poland, who's running the model car contest, or well, should we say the miniature street rod contest. Bill, tell us a little bit about the weekend and how you doing?
Well, we had a real good weekend, fine turnout, over 189 models from everywhere from little kids under 13 all the way up to the big kids. Real fine time, supermodels.
All right.
Some really great stuff, and I'm glad to do it every year, do it again next year, and see even more people out.
I'm standing here with Ken Madden from Fridley, Minnesota. Ken does automotive art illustration. And Ken, tell us, how'd you get started doing this?
Oh, I started just drawing cars as a child, just as long as I can remember. My first word was wheel. I've always been a motorhead, and fortunately, I just kept at it.
Good. Now, I see you've got an illustration here. Can you show it up, stand it up and show it to our cameramen and our audience?
This is one of the things I'm doing here today is drawing a picture of anyone brings me a picture of their car, I'll do a drawing for them.
Really?
And just kind of a caricature.
Okay, so can we have actually have some of our viewing audience phone or mail something into you?
Yeah, they could reach me. Cheap plug.
Yeah.
It's 612-574-7570.
This 48 Mercury convertible that NB&A is going to give us one of our vendors here at Back to the 50s, and they're giving away to a participant this afternoon, or anybody that comes in the door.
Okay, Bob, how long have you been with the MSRA?
I've been with them for 10 years. I've been on the board for 2, and I've been vice president for 4.
Yogi, how long have you been a vendor here?
We've been coming for about 8 years. We missed 1 year in between for a conflict reason, but we love it here.
Great. Now, of all the events, how many cars do you think are here this week?
I'd say there's over 5,000, 51, 5,200. I really didn't hear the number.
From what I'm hearing, it's about the largest turnout, which is unusual with all the weather. We've had nothing but rain, cold, and basically ugly weather out here. How's Car Plus Video Magazine? We're back in the grandstands at the Minnesota State Fairgrounds with Chris Condon. Chris, what's your booth here for?
We're here to begin to market our specialty vehicle program, ensuring street rods, muscle cars, custom cars out of the 50s. It's a new venture for us, getting out of the arena of the authentically restored antiques, and it's pretty exciting for us.
Great. For all you guys that are having trouble finding insurance on your rides, come see Chris Condon.
For the true Back to the 50s motorhead, the fun lies in the little details. And with over 6,000 cars cruising around, everyone's got their money's worth of styling bumpers, classic grille work and fancy detailing, and much, much more.
stay there?
Just decided to stay.
Excuse me, are you two lost in the 50s?
We're lost, but we should be back in the 50s. That's where we need to be.
So how are you enjoying the wet but soggy weekend?
Oh, we love it. Heck, you can't beat the weather. Who cares if it rains or not?
It's diehards at their best.
That's
huh?
right. That's what we are. Every year, do or die.
Excuse me.
Hi.
Are you folks lost in the 50s?
Yeah.
Are we enjoying it though? That's the question.
Yeah, having a good time.
Excuse me there, Mr. Norm. Are you lost in the 50s?
You bet. Way lost.
Way lost?
Yeah.
I see you got yourself a little trailer back there. Is that one of your own home projects?
Yeah, I built it myself. I call it lot. Look, Ma, I shrunk the Chevy.
All right, Norm. Have a nice week.
Yeah, thanks.
Well, I'm here with Jake here, and Jake, how are you enjoying the Aqua Nationals?
Hey, who's up for a little more cruising?
Sandy, where are you all from anyhow?
We're all the way from California. Long trip.
Did you bring a car up here with you?
Yes, we did. We drove our 1956 Ford F100 Pro Street truck, and we also pulled a 20-foot trailer with it. It's kind of on a shakedown run right now.
Yeah, from what I hear, you didn't have much time to build this. How much time did you have?
About 8 weeks, and we really needed 12.
back with more
Muscle Cars Plus.
right after this.
Well, how was the event?
Excellent.
All right.
Well, I just want to say, are you lost in the 50s?
Am I lost in the 50s? Well, I'd like to go back completely into the 50s.
Hi there, I'm John Trenton with Muscle Car Magazine. We want a little thought on what's going on this weekend at Back to the 50s.
It's not raining.
It's finally not raining after 3 days.
Look at that.
What kind of car do you have here?
23 Ford.
What size engine is this?
Built 283. 60 over.
Good mileage?
About 8.
8 miles a gallon. That's about 40 trips around the fairgrounds, isn't it?
Yeah, that's about right.
So this has been a good weekend, even despite the rain?
Oh, yeah, I had a great time.
That's great.
Yeah.
Enjoy the rest of the weekend and
Okay,
have a safe trip home.
Alrighty, thanks.
Okay, we'll see ya. Hi, my name is John Trenton. I'm with Muscle Car Magazine. Can you tell me a little bit about this weekend and this cool street ride you got?
Oh, it's been an awesome weekend. It's all about having a good time. Routers, as our weather, Minnesota weather, are 3 days of rain. We've had a great time. Routers are solid people, and we're having an excellent
We
time.
seem to stick together even though we've got poor weather this weekend.
That's the name of the game. It's sticking together, having a good time.
This has been chopped a few inches, hasn't it?
Oh, this is a radical car. Every piece of this car has been chopped, modified. It's a 34 Chevy Master that's been radically done. Right from shortening the frame, chopping the top, fenders, you name it, it's been done. She's 400 horse, screaming ponies.
Customs, hot rods, street rods. It was a little wet, but who cares? This is back to the 50s. It only comes once a year, and I love it. This has been a really good event. Nothing could be better than back to the 50s with all the different cars. It's not always street rods, it's not always customs, it's not always hot rods. You've got stockers, you've got rust, you got beaters. Everybody's all for one good time, and it's street riding, and that's a good time. Ron Tretton. I'm with Muscle Car Magazine.
Yes, sir.
And we want to do a little interview on how great a weekend we've all been having here back to the 50s.
We certainly had a real good time here. A little bit of rain to dampen the spirits, but met a lot of old friends and a lot of new acquaintances and a lot of old acquaintances. And
how many cars do you think were here this weekend?
Well, there's got to be over.
Oh, really?
I think it said 57
It is
84.
close to 6,000. It's great.
Great show,
One of the
isn't it?
greatest shows in the country. You bet.
Hey, we were here for the first. Why not be here for the 20th? You
That's
know?
right.
Yeah,
So
we
you've
have
been here for just about all the 20 of them?
5 or 6 years we haven't been here. It's the first time we've been back.
So a good part of the 20 years.
You betcha. Loved
You
it.
bet.
Great.
Had a
For
great
the
time.
next 20, we should be here to all of them.
Boys will be boys. So when you pack this much street rod and hot rod muscle into one place, it's bound to ignite a little friendly competition. Take a look at this beauty. Harold Wehrman's 1931 Chev Coupe. Or this sleek 1951 Merc. Check out this classic 1931 Ford Coupe, complete with suicide doors. How'd you like to get behind the wheel of this 1923 Ford Roadmaster with its powerhouse 454 Chevy engine? Jill White drove down all the way from Winnipeg, Canada to cruise around in her 1933 chop-top two-door Coach Plymouth. And here's one of the more unique paint jobs at this year's Back to the 50s celebration on Steve Williams' 1941 Ford Coupe. Speaking of unique paint jobs, check out some of the show's more unique rides. Here's an interesting alternative to fuel power. Before we go, let's take another look at some of this year's Back to the 50s celebration's hottest rides. Like this cherry 1940 Ford sedan with its 3-inch chopped top. Check out this classic 60 Chevy Impala with its 427 powerhouse. Dennis Levin drives this 1955 Bel Air. Take a look at this 1957 Ford Custom. This 1934 Ford Coupe features an old-fashioned rumble seat and newfangled credit card entry system.
Kind of like your truck. We want a little information on it.
Sure. It's a 1949 Mercury pickup, made in Canada. Running a flathead 8, 3 deuces, off your heads. Fun little toy.
That's enough even having a Mercury pickup, right?
Yeah.
Are you from Canada?
No, I'm from the Minnesota border. We're about 70 miles south of the Canadian
So
border.
you went on that side to get something rare.
Yeah.
It's not really a Ford pickup with a Mercury grill on it, is it?
No.
Or, it is a Mercury
It
pickup.
is a Mercury pickup.
Okay, great. Overall, have a good time this rest of the weekend.
You betcha.
Enjoy.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
That's it for our Back to the 50s celebration. Hey, we couldn't have said it better ourselves.